Well, they're calling it a supercomputer, America's supercomputer. Even has a name. You get ready for this? This new super duper computer is going to be called Aurora. This thing's going to be so fast and so powerful that it's going to be able to do, hear me out, it's going to be able to do in 1 second what it would take 4 years if every single person in the world were working on the very same calculation. It'll take them 1 second to do what it'll take the world to do in 4 years. That's a supercomputer. NRS correspondent Michele Greenstein is a super correspondent, and she joins us now to tell us the story. What do you got?
So Intel says that this computer will be 5 times as fast as IBM's Summit, which is currently the most powerful super-duper computer. What can it be used for? Space simulations, discovering new drugs, cancer research, traumatic brain injury simulations, and also it can be used to test weapons, of course, without actually endangering people. So let's take a look at the announcement of Aurora that was made at Argonne National Laboratory, which is an engineering research laboratory operated by University of Chicago for the Department of Energy.
We need to have the most powerful computers in the world.
Argonne's Aurora is built for next generation artificial intelligence.
The United States' first exascale machine to drive breakthrough science and innovation at unprecedented scale.
The investment that the Department of Energy is making in this project is absolutely essential.
Brain science, literally giving people their lives back, saving lives.
I'm sorry, but Rick Perry, not exactly known for his intellectual prowess, talking about a supercomputer, it just seems a little out of place. But let's not go there. Let's go to this. So this thing does what? I'm looking at the word in the description.
Right.
Exascale. What is that?
So exascale computing refers to any system that's capable of handling at least 1 exaflop. An exaflop is 1 quintillion floating point computations, or a flop. A flop is 2 15-digit numbers being multiplied together. So that's their base here.
Oh my
now,
God.
Intel claims that Aurora will be the first United States supercomputer to hit 1 exaflop. And the Department of Energy, under Rick Perry, committed to at least 3 new supercomputers like this. The first one is Aurora, and that contract is actually $500 million.
That's amazing that this thing is going to be that big, that fast. Do we, by the way, does it get to a point where how much is enough? Do we really need a super duper computer? Why?
I think that's exactly the question to be asking, for sure. Technology itself doesn't really have a value. It just depends on whose hands this is in. But the key here with this new Aurora supercomputer and other computers like it is that we're going to gain the ability to mix simulation with artificial intelligence. So we're going to see better predictive capacities. Of course, the United States would love to lead in AI. That's why we're making this bid. Actually, China's ahead in supercomputers right now. And interestingly enough, the Department of Energy previously said that it would develop kind of a less powerful supercomputer last year in 2018, but they actually scrapped those plans after China revealed that it was developing an exascale system by 2020.
How much of this is actually going to be used, despite what they tell us, for defense purposes?
So a lot of it, they are claiming outwardly that a lot of it's going to be used to test weapons and things like that.
Is that something we should be concerned about?
I think that's up to the American public for sure, but it's definitely being touted as something good for national security.
That's our news. Michele, fantastic. Good stuff. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Rick Sanchez. You found us on YouTube, and that's awesome. But you know what? I'm also live every night at 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern on DirecTV and Dish and cable and satellite, the RT app, and Pluto TV. I'll see you there.